Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. Today is October 27th. I'm going to do your spiritual principle a day in a meditation. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Let's go ahead and get into our meditation. All right, accepting all of me. We make peace with ourselves, with all we have gained and lost and learned and become. Living Clean, Chapter 1, A Vision of Hope. Who am I? As clichéd and psychobabbling as that question may seem, many of us will identify with having asked it and having not known the answer. Or, more to the point, we didn't want to know. In active addiction, many of us could have answered that question like this: anyone you wanted me to be, baby. And right after getting clean, nobody might have been the most accurate response, considering the shame we were feeling and how invisible we wanted to be in the meetings. Denial had kept us from accepting the truth of our actions and their impact on ourselves and the people who love us. Many of us pay the price for this lack of self-awareness with the loss of relationships, careers, assets, and even our freedom. The recovery process allows us to start contemplating our true identities, and it takes all the honesty we can conjure up, along with a healthy dose of courage and humility. We learn to accept that we've caused pain and injury, have done damage to ourselves and others while on our destructive paths. We also learn to accept that we aren't the sum total of those actions. Recovery affords us the opportunity to use the hardships we've endured to help others. We divulge our deep personal struggles, those from our past and those that will inevitably arise while clean, in order to deepen our relationships with other addicts. In doing so, we show our fellow addicts that we can stay clean no matter what. Today, I strive to accept who I am, what it took to get here, and where I am now. My past does not own me. Instead, I will use it as a tool to help others. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Ooh, please and thank you. Just for today. What a meditation. This meditation, again, works really well with the Just for Today in a meditation. We're talking about, in that meditation, being able to face, our past, right? In this meditation, we're talking about accepting all of ourselves, who we were, who we're becoming, and the potential for lost dreams to awaken and new possibilities to arise, right? Our future, our bright future, that we have a vision of hope, actually, that we're no longer at odds with our past, but now we have made peace and are making peace with everything. To me, like I said in the other meditation, it is so exciting to have freedom today. Like, I honestly, I do a lot of things. I get involved with a lot of things, but it's because I want to. And I don't do anything that I don't want to do because I realize that if I can't go forward, hopeful and full of courage and excited, I'm sure there's some exceptions, but if I can't bring my best self to a situation, it's miserable. is miserable for myself and everyone around me. You've ever been in a building or been in a place or even a conference? I was just at a beautiful conference yesterday, dealing with opioid addiction and how to embrace that and help individuals that are suffering from opioid use disorder. So I'm in this large building and I'm seeing tons of people moving back and forth, going from one workshop to another. And we were sitting in a room in one of the main lecture halls. And I'm not sure how many people. There had to be a good couple hundred people in that first lecture. And as I look around, I only saw one laptop that was open. I saw very few heads that were actually down writing something. And as I scanned through, I saw very few people that even had their cell phones out. There were very few people. The majority of the people at this event were very present. They're passionate about the work they do. They came there to learn, and they were ready to learn. It is such an amazing feeling in life for you to have the level of freedom with your present, where you are comfortable in your own skin and you are okay with your here and now. The past isn't haunting you. You're not worried about who's going to show up, what they're going to say. Are they going to embarrass you at the meeting? You don't have to worry about any of that. But it comes with a price of sacrifice and willingness to do the work. And I just want to encourage you again, get into your step work. Sure, life is going to happen. There's going to be tons of things that are going to happen that you will have the opportunity to show the strength of your recovery. But it is a process of sticking and staying. It is a process of actually doing the work that needs to be done so you can claim the freedom that is there to be claimed. And I cannot overemphasize that. When we came in, we weren't too excited about being in Narcotics Anonymous. Many of us came because we were forced to, but many of us came because we wanted to and we needed to. The question is, now that you're here, what now? Who are you? What are you doing now about your process of recovery? Or are you content to sit on your laurels and wherever life has taken you, whatever new doors have opened to you, you think that's the top, that's the icing on the cake. There's nothing more that can be added. And if that's what you're thinking, I beg to differ. I'm always thinking about forward movement. I'm always thinking about after this, what's next? Okay, I accomplished that. What's next? For me, it's my health, like getting my health in order. That's a huge deal to me because you can accomplish all the degrees in the world, all of the successful businesses a person can run, all of the finances. And if my health is not in order, I won't be enjoying any of that for very long. Now, will I? And so that's one thing that's really important to me. And I can't afford to wait till New Year's resolution to get on top of that. Right? And so I just encourage you today to strive to accept who you are and honor everything that it took for you to get to this point and be thankful for where you are right now and realize that When you truly apply this program to your life and the spiritual principles through the steps, your past has no hold on you. It doesn't really, honestly, even have a right to come into the same room that you're in. And it definitely doesn't have a right to rent free space in your head, in your heart. It has no authority. I want you to use today all the tools that you have and be the best you that you can possibly be today. And do that on purpose. Be intentional about doing that. My name is Mighty Stream, and I've enjoyed talking to you, and I will be talking to you tomorrow.